the bitch? Is it you that's a bitch? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? I don't know. Guess we're going to find out today. Hey, Kara, how are you?
Hi, Jackie. I'm good. I'm excited to be back. This has been like a month since we've been in these bitchy little chairs.
I know. I missed my
bitches.
caftan.
I know.
And thank you guys so much for joining us for Who's the Bitch? Our city is currently on fire. Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys heard, but we're having a bit of a state of emergency over
and thank you so much for the little bitchlings who came to our Instagram and asked if we were okay. I was writing to a few people. I said, we're okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Kelsey Doodles and some others. The
The
fires are the bitch.
Actually, we were discussing this earlier. Are the fires the bitch or is the wind the bitch? It really just depends. But Henry did say earlier, yeah, but the wind's just doing what the wind's got to do. But isn't that sometimes a bitch's plight?
It was crazy. It was wind I had never seen before. And, sometimes you got to come out there and give them a performance they've never seen. And
Red Age. Yes, we're trying to be more of a slut in 2025. I love to hear that, Red Age. Because, guys, I'm here trying to be a lot more of a bitch in 2025. 25% more of a bitch. Join me.
I'm going to be a bitch and say, you know who also is a huge bitch? Do you know how many fucking arsonists they're catching around right now?
Just like,
my friend in a text thread today goes, who's doing that? And I was like, don't make me do a Michael Caine impression. Some people just want to watch the world burn, right?
Oh,
isn't that what they say in Batman?
Michael Caine was here.
These fucking people just want to see chaos, and they're just adding to it, and it's like, fuck off.
Just don't need it right now.
You don't need that,
guys. It's like the inauguration's next Monday, but we don't. We don't need to think about it yet. We don't need to think about it right just this second.
I can't. I gotta take it one historical disaster at a time.
One unprecedented event at the moment, please.
Anxious Spider-Man says, remember when Luigi killed a man? I mean, Luigi is so far in my rear view now, I can't even. I'm like, Luigi who? Like,
what holiday?
I mean,
who knows? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And I guess Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, happy. It's our first time in the chairs for the new year. And 2025, starting off with a bang.
Man, we're starting off with a... everybody run.
Yeah. 2025 is starting out with me reconnecting with a lot of people via them going, you alive? To my phone. So that's been cool.
I'm alive, everybody. Can't keep me down.
Bree Ilzabub said 2025, year of the bitch. This is your year.
Guys, I feel like if we could make it a part of the Chinese zodiac, I would. And maybe we could pitch it. Just add a bitch on there, right? I don't know. I'm a rabbit. I don't fucking know. I'd rather be a bitch.
You're a rabbit. That's your year animal?
Yes.
Oh, what am I?
What are you, Kara?
I know what I am.
What are you, Kara? You're racist if you don't know.
I know what I am. No,
everybody knows that you're racist if you don't know your Chinese zodiac symbol.
My husband and I are the same, and my kids are obsessed, and Rosie's a pig, I think.
Oh, we got roosters in chat. We got boars in chat, y'all.
No.
Oh, my God. We got lots of rabbies in chat.
Okay, wait. I'm Googling it right now. You keep talking. I'm finding out. I gotta find out.
Oh, my God. We've got oxes. We've got dragons.
Oh, I'm monkey. Hi, monkey. I'm a monkey. I'm a little monkey. So me and the Sultan of Swat are little monkeys. Monkeys see no evil, whatever.
Yeah, don't put on your glasses because then it's going to be
all right. I'm beefing up my
oh my
white
God,
wine.
I haven't even talked about our buzz balls yet. I can't believe I haven't even opened mine yet. What am I doing?
How dare you?
Happy buzz ball to you, woman owned. Happy buzz ball to you, everybody. Happy new buzz ball to you. We're pouring it into our wine.
Just pouring it into our white wine, which is the opposite of a spritzer.
That this is what Kara's been drinking during our lives is wine mixed with Buzzball. And then I was like, you know what? I need a little bit of wine too today. So let's see.
Here we are. You know what? It's been a week. We're drinking wine. Okay.
We need it. All right.
Look like when you go into the wide two shot of us, these look like they're CGI'd cups, don't they?
Whoa,
like
they
put them
do.
In there and you're like, later we'll just drop in what they're drinking or whatever, you know?
But it's wine on balls. Oh yeah, Amber.
We're getting buzzed.
Yes, we've got a call.
We've got a call.
We've got callers.
We're gonna jump
Thank
right
you so
in.
much. We are gonna jump. Hello, how are you? Who are you? And who's the bitch?
Hello, how are you? My name's Chiz. Long time fan, Cara, just getting to know you, but yeah.
Great. Nice to meet you.
Sounded sexy.
Wait, can you say your name again?
Oh, Chiz. My last name's Chisholm. People call me Chiz.
Chiz. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice to meet
Chiz.
you. Let's hear your situation.
So this is actually from a long time ago, and I still think about it every now and then. I'm a massive Paramore fan, and when they came to Australia, I wanted to go on, see them in a couple of different cities, and I was able to go to a couple, and then a third one was going to be a bit too much, to pay for accommodation and that. And a friend of mine was like, oh, well, I want to go to the Brisbane one as well. I'll pay for accommodation. You just get yourself there. And I thought, all right. So we went to the show. That was all great. It was a really nice room, but it just had the one bed. We were just sharing a bed. And after the show, I was like, I'm cooked. I want to go home, go to sleep. And she wanted to go out and try and hook up with someone. And I was like, that's cool. She was like, can you please be my wingman? And I was like, all right, fine. So I went out with her. We went to, I can't remember where we went, doesn't matter, but she ended up hooking up with someone who was local, and they were making out, and I was like, bro, I'm going to go. I'm going to go.
Mission accomplished, bye.
Yeah. I did my job. I'm going to go home, go back to the hotel and go to bed. Anyway, so I go back. I'm there for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, in bed, lights off, and then she comes in, my friend, with the girl that she was hooking up with. And I'm thinking, that's weird, because the girl she was hooking up with was local. Why didn't you go to her place? Why
one bed
to the hotel room? Thank you, one bed. And then my friend was like, oh, all right, well, because I was like, oh, hi. And then, maybe I pretended to be asleep. This is 10 years ago, man. I can't fully remember. But what I do remember is that they started fucking on the floor. And so they put some pillows on the floor and and put some blankets down and stuff. And I remember being like, what is going on? Because I could tell they were making out. And then after that, I heard some noises. And I was like, this is wild. And I was like, you can't do that, can you?
No.
And this is at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning.
You can. And she did.
And she did. I mean, where am I going to go, though? I had earplugs in. I could still hear it. They weren't even being that. Correct, Jackie. I was trapped.
Yeah.
I couldn't go anywhere else. So I just sort of laid in the bed, half sleeping, half keep being awoken. Anyway, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'm being a bit of a prude. And then, so the next morning, it was about 6:30. I got up and I just went. We were supposed to hang out that day before my flight in the afternoon. And I just left with my little backpack, and I went and rode the ferry on the river by myself and went to the airport. And then I called my she's my wife now, and I was like, oi, this just happened. Did I maybe overreact, or was I being a prude, and she was like, oh, I don't think so. And then I was like, well, she did pay for the room. So I'm just afterwards I'm thinking, yeah, did I overreact? And I basically never really spoke to her again. She was a friend that I met online through Buffy forums. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Okay, even ex-coding bunny X says,
okay,
I fucked in a bathroom of one bed hotel room like a lady. Here's the thing. It's if you're going to do something like that, I mean, I guess I should call myself out here. I have unfortunately done something like this before, but it wasn't in a one-bed hotel room, and I was quiet as shit. She was completely asleep in the other bed. She had no idea what was happening in the other bed. That's class.
It's classier than what happened. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she knew I was awake, because I was going and stuff.
Oh, no.
You were clearing your throat?
Yeah, trying to get them to stop, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I was like,
Chiz, they're not allowed to jizz with you in bed.
No.
Listen. Just because she got the room does not mean she can do anything in the fucking room.
No.
If she started cooking meth in the room, would you be like, hey, I'm not really that down with that? She's like, I paid for the room. That's just not really how it goes.
Yeah, but that's what I felt stuck at the time, because I was like, oh, she paid. It was a lot of money. It was a really nice room and that. And I was like, should I clear out? But then where would I go? I can't go anywhere.
Stell's Bell says, I've been in the same predicament before. I got another room for me and my gentleman caller and left my friend to sleep in peace. Stell's Bells. That's how you fucking
Or
do
go
it.
back with the person that's local. That's what I don't get. It's you knew your friend who's been begging to go to bed all night is back there. So what was the plan?
Yeah.
And again,
She
the
lives
bathroom would have
locally.
been an option too.
Yeah. she was local. The girl she was hooking up with was local. It was just like, I remember
crazy.
But I also understand the fear of being a prude, because I feel like that does live within some of us. Like, I'm terrified of anyone ever thinking I'm a prude. I'm not a prude. But there are but just because you're not a prude doesn't mean you can't have boundaries. And that is certainly a huge boundary to cross in front of someone else, especially when you're going, ham.
Right?
That's nuts.
And I was like, oh, because I'm like, do what you want. I don't care. Bone who you want, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be here for it. Yeah. If I was single, I might have gone, I'll try and join in, but I wasn't.
No, it would have been a different thing.
Ex-Cody Buddy X just said that, honestly, at least ask me if I want to join. At that point, ask me if I want to join.
Yeah. I think, look, there's prude and then there's just like respect. Like, I think it's kind of disrespectful. But also, like, one time I did this. I brought a guy back to my twin bed when I lived in Italy. Woo! He was so hot. We were hooking up. Oh. The minute my roommate did a key in the door, we both immediately faked going to sleep. We both were like, pretended to be asleep. We pretended to be asleep. Like, I just was like, I'm not going to. And then once she went to sleep, he snuck out. Yeah, I mean, listen. Why don't we take it to the chat? Should we put up the bitchometer?
I would love for
you guys want to vote and tell us how bad you think this is vis-a-vis bitchiness. Are we going? I mean, we all know that the friend is the bitch here, but how big of a bitch? Let's get out the bitchometer. I love that the chat fucking blinks out bitch. It's so funny that the chat is like, the name we cannot have the word bitch. How funny.
Yeah, I don't really play video games. They like cucked you. All right, the poll is live.
Yeah.
What level?
The poll is live. At what level do you think that Chiz's friend was riding the bitch?
Good question, Majestic Kayla. To Chiz, how drunk was the friend?
You know what? She was probably pretty wasted. Like, I think she was pretty flogged. But, like, I don't think it wasn't that. Like, she was... You know, she knew enough to get back to the hotel room and.
But you were gone in the morning. You were gone in the morning. Did she ever text you, "Hey, sorry, things just got really hot and I was like blacked and I didn't realize"?
I think she tried to call me and I just ignored it because I was so awkward and uncomfortable.
Yeah, I get that.
Your feelings are valid.
Yes,
your feelings are very valid.
Good.
Like, I don't want to hear any friends of mine have sex. Really, I don't want to hear it.
I don't mind hearing it. I don't mind hearing it in another room. Honestly, usually I'm like, fuck yeah, go get it. It depends on how performative it is, though.
Like, I had a pillow over my head. Like, it wasn't like they were being that loud. It was just they were right there next to the bed.
Wait, we're talking, is this Kanye levels of bitch here?
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, we're explaining the levels, right? Like, one is, what is one? Gwyneth or something? And then the last one is... You guys always go Kanye. I knew it.
Wow, you know what? I'm enjoying the judgment though. See, this is the thing we're learning. We're learning how to be bitchier.
That's like so I mean, like, this is bitchy for sure. I think I would have given this on the bitchometer like between a 2 and a 3 maybe.
Yeah, anxious part of me voted 2.
It's not like, oh, I was supposed to be your bridesmaid and I just didn't show up on the wedding day, or I'm fucking your brother without telling you, or I mean, there's so many things that are like Kanye level bitch moves, right?
Yes, really. Yeah, and that I don't know if that is one of them.
I mean, Chiz, no disrespect. Right. I just don't know if it's Kanye level. I
think you're right there. She was probably a bit pissed and decision making wasn't great, but it still was like, I don't know. I was like,
Now,
but like
my question to you is, do you think if you run into her like at a Paramore show, like let's say you ran into her in 6 months at a Paramore show, would you be like, oh, what's up? That was crazy, right? Like, would you just kind of like now with the benefit of like time passing or whatever, would you be like able to laugh it off? You think?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't bring it up because I'm awkward. But like, she lives in Perth and I live in Sydney, which is like LA to New York. Yeah, so not gonna happen. But
right. You're not just gonna run into each other, probably.
No, but if I did for some reason, I'd be like, hey, mate, like, you know.
Are you in Australia right now?
But I certainly wouldn't bring it up. Sorry?
No. Are you in Australia right now?
Yeah.
Oh! Is this our first call from Australia?
Is it? Yeah,
I'm excited. Are you? Somebody calling me? Somebody calling me live from Bluey's home country? That's exciting.
Whoa.
That's very exciting for me.
You're right.
Whoa.
That's cool. I'm glad you because look, that took her time to figure out the fucking time zones and call us.
I just whacked it into
appreciate you
Google.
calling in.
That's cool.
I just whacked it into Google and it said to call you like it was 1 o'clock here, so we're all good.
Dude, thank you so
Wow,
much Chiz,
love
for
it.
calling
No
in.
worries.
We love talking to you. And
Yeah.
I wish you all the luck. And I mean, I understand as one awkward person to another awkward person, I can't imagine going through that situation. But I guess I probably would have joined in. I guess
I would have been. I'm such a prude. I think, I was a prude like when I was younger. I think I would have just been like, oh my God, this isn't happening. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
also
what
probably
I
would have been
think.
so drunk I would have been passed out. Listen,
Yeah,
I
that's-
drank a lot.
back then.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
I'm having white wine with a buzzball, so I don't think I'm awake. You know what I mean?
Cheers to you, Chiz.
Cheers
Thank
to
you so much
Chiz.
for calling
My
in.
pleasure. Thanks, guys. And Jackie, I just wanted to say Holden's wrong. You're totally Alphaba. You're not Glenda.
Thank you.
Wait, what?
Thank you very much, Chiz. Holden
You're
said that
welcome.
I'm Glinda and that I'm not Alphaba, and I'm such a fucking Alphaba, and I'm never a Glinda. Thank
Yeah,
you.
he's a
Wait,
peanut.
calling
Don't
you a
listen to him.
Glinda is basically being like you're like a Republican white woman that votes for
Interesting.
Trump.
It's a bitchy thing to say to a person.
Holden,
He's
what
the
a little
bitch.
bitch. Let's get him in here.
Holden's the bitch,
We need to have
Chiz.
the bitch trials. We bring people in and like make them hold them accountable for what they've said.
Yeah, like the
Holden's
Holden's
right.
witch trials. Yeah. And then we
string
him
him up by his balls.
Yeah, we string him up not by his buzz balls, by his man balls.
Yes, butt bag McButts 420 said Holden is always the bitch, and that is let's put that on a t-shirt.
Yes, we do need that.
Holden is always the bitch.
Nah, you do.
We
Thanks,
love
guys.
you, Chiz.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you so
me.
much.
No worries. Hooroo's what you say in Australia. Hooroo.
Oh yeah, hooroo. Yeah.
Not the bitch.
Oh my
See you
God, I
guys.
love getting a
Cheers.
call from Australia.
This is great, guys.
Aussie.
Oh my
Oi,
God.
oi.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for calling in. And we've got another caller on the line, I believe. And I do love that Fatale new Funhouse game. Is that just stringing up Holden by his balls? Because I'm also fine with that.
Or just judging people doing like a courtroom drama sort of situation.
Oh, yes.
You
I
know,
I live
like-
to judge. Obviously, we're sitting
I
in
just
these
cannot
caftans.
believe. I've never really thought whether I'm an Alphaba or a Glinda. I don't think I'm either, but I would never think that you're a Glinda.
Thank you. Maybe you're... Who do you think you are?
Of the two, I have to be one of them?
No.
Because I don't. I don't know. Chat, any ideas?
I guess we're putting it in the
Madam,
chat.
am I Madam Morrible? No, I don't know. Like,
Please,
'cause
Dark Materials.
I
Holden
don't.
should guest on the pod. Hey, what kind of advice is Holden gonna give? He's
Jackie,
gonna be
you were
like,
prom
"Suck
queen?
my cyst. Yeah.
I was nominated for homecoming queen.
Whoa.
I didn't win, but I was in the 5 nominees.
In the top. Henry was
Yeah.
homecoming king, but I was prom queen.
Wait,
so technically
that
I
did not know that we were playing that kind of popularity game.
Oh yeah, baby.
I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys. Look at this little girl
Oh,
over here.
that's me.
She's like, I'll help you be popular.
All right, now we're ready for our call. Let's find out who the bitch is.
Get this bitch on the line. Hello.
Hello, beautiful
Hey.
bitch. What's your name and who's the
Hi,
bitch?
my name's Erica, and I want to know if I think that my ex-boyfriend is being a bitch.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's this happened 2 years ago, so I kind of like it's already resolved. I don't talk to them anymore, but basically what happened was I went on I met this guy on Facebook dating. I know, awful.
Wait,
Facebook
wait.
dating?
I'm like so old, but I do
Yeah.
use Facebook. Facebook had like its own dating
Like an
app
app?
within it.
Yeah, it's weird and gross. There's just got a lot of weird guys in it.
Okay. Go
Yeah,
on.
so I saw this one person. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, he seems cool. Like I like games and like, nerdy stuff, and he did too. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right, he sounds like a good guy. We start seeing each other. Everything's pretty good. And then during that time, I had to go to my friend's wedding in Italy, which was honestly amazing.
Clutch. Okay.
Yeah, so-
okay, drop.
Yeah, so it was great. I had a great time. But he watched my house while I was gone, and I have a cat, or at the time I had a cat, and then I had a dog. So my dog was staying with my parents. I just needed him to hang out with my cat and just make sure that he was getting fed and everything. And I lived in an apartment in Orange County. So it's like in Orange County, they have like most of the apartment complexes that they had down there are mostly like resort amenities. So you have like big pools and stuff. And he lived in like this tiny like hole in the wall that had like nothing. So like he loved coming to my place and he would come over and use the pool every day. While I was gone, he used the pool every day, went to the spa. Like, hey, totally fine. You can totally use that. But he wouldn't shower afterwards and he would sleep in my bed without
Oh my God.
the
Oh my God. My
sheets.
friend's roommate did that in college and it was so disgusting. Sorry, go on.
No, but he did that. And then like when I came home, like first of all, I had a long flight. I flew from Rome to Dubai to LA.
Okay, playa.
It was it was a little much. It was a good time, but like, oh my goodness. So I did that. And when I landed, I got home, like it was like a 2-hour drive from the airport, and I get home and like he's standing outside, like trying to like not have me come in the house. And then finally when I go in the house, because I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom, I need to go put my stuff down, like I just want to relax. There's like a pile of trash that's like 3 feet high next to my door. Like the front door, and I had to it fell, so I had to push trash out of the way. And then like I went in my bedroom and it just smelled like mildew and all of that. So it was just because he was sleeping in my sheets.
It is wet in the sheets.
Yeah. So,
Wait, girl,
like,
how long were you out of town for?
Like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh.
You can do a lot of damage in 2 weeks if you're disgusting.
Yeah, and it's like, at first I'd be like, hey, at first I was like, maybe he was just busy with work and whatever. Maybe he just needed to take this trash out for the last few days. And then he was like, no, I haven't taken the trash out like in the last week. I'm like, what's wrong? So it's like while I was gone, he like trashed my apartment, made my sheets smell. And then like I was gonna be like, okay, well, I don't want to see you for a little bit. I'm gonna, I just need some time for myself. But then he started pushing back and telling me that I was wrong for telling him that sleeping in my bed without taking a shower after the pool was disgusting. And he got really mad at me. But I broke up with him because I'm like, how can you get mad for sleeping in someone else's bed with like not changing the sheet or not changing the sheets or like not like, showering after the pool?
Yes, ex-coding buddy X.
Listen.
Good for you.
Good for you. Like hashtag not all men, but like men need help. What the fuck?
That is insane.
What are you?
Not take the trash out, but also it's just that like I am also the kind of person, it took me a long time to let other people sit on my bed. I was very like, my bed is my spot. I never would like fuck randos in my bed. I would always ever go to their place because I never wanted anybody in my bed. And like especially outside clothes on my bed. I used to be really crazy about
really?
that.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I've never even been like that, and I think this stuff is too much. Like, stop getting into a bed with soaking wet chlorine over and over again, you wacko.
You're
like
all wet and you're just sitting in your wet and you're letting your wet on the mattress and then it's all wet. What is wrong with him?
He tried to justify it to me by saying like, well, I'm from Florida and I had a pool in my, I had a pool at my house and I did this all the time. And I'm like, that's
okay. The decoding of that is my mom never taught me how to be hygienic. Like, I honestly feel like that's like, I'm from Florida and I grew up going right from a pool into my bed. I don't care. Like, that's gross. And nobody taught you how to live. And that's okay. You fucking got out of there. I mean, good for you. Yeah, Thank you. Wide mouth blank cat is like, I'm from Florida and no. Like, that's not like hey, in Florida, everybody knows Florida is the national state of you go to bed wet with chlorine water on your body. That's it.
I kind of feel like it's the opposite. I feel like you have so many bathing suits when you live in Florida, if you have a pool, that like I would come in from the pool, take off the wet bathing suit, immediately shower, and if I wanted to go back in the pool, I just put on
a new bathing suit.
Like I can't imagine just laying in my wet. It's why we don't wear diapers as adults. I just don't want to sit in my wet.
It just made me feel so crazy when he was like yelling at me and telling me that I was weird and wrong for it. But I grew up with a pool too, and like I never did that, and none of my friends did either. So
you know what though? Also, like I'll just
crazy.
say this, and maybe men don't know this, but like I think for us as women, like I was always taught like get out of a wet bathing suit really fast because you can get a yeast infection. It's not very good for your biome downstairs. So I think for us, the idea of just like getting into bed still wet, it's like someone but Back McButts 420 goes, I feel bad for straight women. Yeah, feel bad for us. It's bad out there.
For us.
It's bad
for us.
I mean, listen,
But also, wait, someone was saying, wait, he was yelling at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he obviously felt like he was self-conscious over how he was living like a fucking animal in her house. And you don't really know that you're living like an animal until someone holds a mirror up to you and goes, this is not okay.
You're an animal.
You know, like when I moved my husband out of his house where he lived with 2 comedians under the BQE in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was like surviving off gas station hot dogs. I don't think he realized how gross he was living until I was like, we need to get you out of here. Like I went in there like a recon refugee mission and pulled him out of there and brought him to my apartment where I taught him how to live like a human being.
Human being does. Yeah, you got to scrape off all the crud on the outside.
And also, Stell's Bell says, anyone who yells at you for a reasonable ask sucks ass. Anyone that yells at you for what you're saying about your own home can go fucking screw.
Yeah.
It's your house. I don't care. Like,
even if you were wrong, it's your home and you're going to keep it.
And it's like he knew
when
you were coming back. You were on like a 50 million hour flight. It's not like you were like, cut my trip a day short and I'm back, baby. I was 2 states away. Yeah. Like you were you were different cultures away. You know, like you were so far away. Like he could have had so much time to be like, I'm going to clean this up. And that's just a respect thing. He has no respect.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not going to throw it to the bitchometer because you guys are all going to say Kanye.
Yeah, you know, I mean, this is a Kanye. This wet in the bed, Kanye.
Wet in the bed is Kanye.
As far as I'm concerned, wet in the bed is a Kanye to me. So we're not going to go to the poll. But thank you so much, Erica, for calling in. And man, you know, it's so great to be riled up about something that's not like about to like engulf my home in flames. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is nice. So thank
this
you
is
guys.
nice.
Thank you,
Wet
Erica.
man is he's getting all my ire instead of the incoming president.
Send it to the wet.
All right, well, stay safe, you too. Thank you very much for having me. Really
Thank you. Come back to us with any future problems. I hope you don't meet another wet man.
Yes, we'd love
absolutely.
to hear from you.
I didn't meet it out of another wet man, so that's good.
Don't want no wet man.
No, baby.
Oh my
Thank you
God.
so much, Erica.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
I can't even. Man,
Okay.
just thinking about what we used to put up with. You remember like going in on like a one night stand, you go into their place and you're just like, and you're just like, you need to get drunker. I just need to get drunker and I'll be fine.
Oh, just don't pay attention. Don't pay attention. If you have to use the bathroom, oh my God.
Oh my God.
One time I saw something that looked like, you know, the wavy noodle of lasagna. I saw like what looked like that growing off of the side of a bathtub at a guy's house I hooked up with, and I was like, oh no, I gotta get out of here. I don't know. I didn't stay around to find out. I don't know what it was. It may have been a lasagna noodle. I don't know, but I did not want to stay around and find out. It was
just wanted to
so
see if it got
foul.
wet enough if he could eat it. Like if I just let it soak in
God.
my
But you know when I said, oh, my friend in college, her roommate used to do that. What I meant was her college roommate used to work out full sweat and then get into bed without working out, without showering.
No, thank you.
Just full, sweaty, hard workout and then go good night. And the room smelled like shit.
I don't know if it's just because I've been like a fat person my whole life. So it's just like I like to be really, really clean. Like Henry and I have always made the joke of like being overweight for all of your existence. It's like, well, I just don't want to be smelly or disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all right, I'll be fat, but I just want to be clean.
I totally get that. My husband takes a shower every single day like a real, if he doesn't get a shower, he wants to die.
Yes.
I'm a more lax shower person. I'm more lax.
Really?
I don't wash my hair. I wash my hair once a week.
Wow.
This hair is thick. You can't wash it every week.
Yeah, you can't.
You know,
do all
I'm
that.
like, if I don't feel dirty, I don't shower. You know, I'm not doing it every single day, but I'm doing it every couple. You know,
Impressed by you.
listen, there's a lot of data out there that says we shower too much.
Oh, I know. I shower usually twice a day.
That's crazy.
Oops.
Oh, that's crazy. You get your hair wet? You get your hair
No, I
wet?
don't. No, I don't get my hair
Oh God.
wet.
Okay. Yeah, I love a body shower. Okay, we're ready.
Hello. Hi. So I want to be upfront with this call and say from the get-go, I am completely 100% the bitch in
Yes.
this situation.
Ooh, I love
We
this.
love
And
that.
Also, your voice is just.
Oh, you have a great voice.
Damn it. Love it.
Can we just call you Z? That's what's up here.
Sure. My name is Zach.
Oh, okay, Zach.
Okay, hi, Zach.
Okay, so I preempt it because when I get into this, it's going to be a lot of judgment and completely deserved because I messed up here badly.
I love a self-aware bitch.
Yes, I love this.
And then it descends into weird chaos. Okay, so just to rip the Band-Aid off, a few years ago, I was in a relationship with someone, and without them knowing, I was in other relationships with other people. Already, I'm the bitch.
Okay.
It was not
Fair. Okay.
It was not consensual on their part, and all the partners did not know. It wasn't even me going around hooking up
We all
with
make
different people.
mistakes.
Yeah.
It's okay. We learn. We grow.
Tell us.
It was straight up emotional relationship with different people. Anyway, so the person I'm newly with, after about a month or so, she finds out, understandably upset, breaks up with me, contacts all the other women that she knew about, makes a Facebook group for them to join, gets them all in a group chat so they could correlate details like, okay, he said on this day he was doing this. Was he doing this? No, he was with me. All that kind of stuff. And
Wait. I need clarification. Sorry.
No, of course.
I gotta, hold on.
Got
Get my jaw up off the floor. And then my question is, Zach, you said the new person you're dating found out about this old series of affairs, or this is the person you're dating while you're having these other affairs?
I was already in a few different relationships. I get into a new relationship, and the newest person I'm with, she finds out about the other people I was in relationships with, and she reached out to them to contact and make a Facebook group to correlate details.
Okay.
God, it's like an anxiety.
But has she broken up with you, or she's just like...
Well, that's going to be the weird twist here.
Okay. Go. Sorry.
She breaks up with me. And for the next week, I'm getting "you're horrible, please go die" kind of text messages, getting things in the mail, properties getting demolished, cars getting keyed, all that good stuff.
Oh, well, I dug my key into
all
the
deserved.
side
All
of that
deserved.
pretty little souped up four-wheel drive. Okay, sorry. I love karaoke. Go on.
All deserved. So after about a week, because from the most recent girl, I don't want to get into specific names, so let's call her Alice.
Yeah, okay.
Over and over, I'm getting text messages from different people wanting more details, wanting closure. And Alice the whole time telling me how horrible I am, how could I do this? But then after about a week, I get a text saying like, "Hey, I'm having a really hard night. Can you come over?" And I say, "Yeah, sure," because I'm feeling horrible and I just want to do whatever I can to make up for any of this.
Right.
I go over, we have this big heart-to-heart conversation. We're both crying, we're holding each other. I'm profusely apologizing, not even saying like, "Oh, take me back." Just like, I fucked up. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And we wind up, she starts coming on to me a bit, say, wait, are you sure you want to do this?
I mean, she knew the second she invited you over, you were going to hook up, but okay, go on.
I said, "This is a very bad spot for both of us. Are you sure this is something you want?" She's like, "We're doing this and then you're leaving and that's it. This is closure for me." I say, "Okay." We hook up. We say, "I love you." We close the door. It's over. A couple days later, she texts me again and says, "There's this film I want you to see. Can I come over?" I say, "Sure." Eventually, over time, we wind up back in a relationship. Here's the twist. She is still managing the group of all these other women who are hurt by what I did.
Oh my God!
What a twist!
Wait a second! Oh my God! Little by little, she lets you back in, but she is still adminning a John Tucker Must Die style Facebook group about you.
Whoa.
It was literally called "Zach Must Die" with my actual name as the group title.
No! I was going to ask you the name of the Facebook group.
It was a private group chat, so it can't be found as an actual group. It was a group chat. And there were times where we would be cuddling and I'm holding her from behind and she's texting with the other girls saying like, "LOL, yeah, he's such an asshole, LOL." And then she nuzzles back into me.
That's insane.
I literally cannot deal with this. This is so funny. Okay, so what else?
So over time, so in my mind, I'm not a spiritual person, but in my mind, I'm seeing this as the universe giving me another opportunity to be a better partner than I had been.
Okay.
Sure, all right.
And there were, as time went on, I was picking up that I wasn't in the beginning, that this whole thing was a very unhealthy relationship.
Yeah.
There was a time we were hanging out and I said, because she checks in, hey, you doing all right? You look a little sad. I'm like, I'm just feeling really bad about what I did to so-and-so and to so-and-so. She's like, well, what about what you did to me? I'm like, well, yes, obviously. I'm just feeling bad about others as well. And there were times where things weren't, at one point she broke up with me. And I was like, okay, fine, yes. And then she's like, hey, before you go, could we just do it one last time? We hook up again.
This girl is addicted to your dick, dude.
Dude, you got a good thing going,
I don't
will
even
say.
think it's that. It's worse than that, because a few days later we would wind up like breaking up, hooking up back together. It was always initiated by her. And at one point after another, like a fifth breakup, I'm like, look, if we do this, we can't keep hooking up after you break up with me, because that's not fair to anyone. She says the sex is so much better after I break up with you.
Oh, yeah. She's a drama queen. Dude, my God.
You don't have to answer this,
wait.
but I bet she had those crazy eyes too. You know when someone's got the really crazy eyes? Maybe someone like me. That's when you know it's like, oh man, you're gonna keep wrapping it back in. Oh, you're just gonna keep crawling back in.
Wait, so Zach, what's the status right now?
The status is I have a restraining order against her.
Oh my God, what happened?
Well, eventually I broke up with her.
Oh, was this the first time in all the breakups that you've actually done the breaking?
Yes, I had tried before.
Okay.
But when I had tried at one point, she said, fine, leave me like everyone else does. And I felt so guilty. I was like, oh, I can't do that to her. I've already caused her so much hurt and pain. So stayed with her for another few months. We were together for about 6 months or so post Facebook group. Multiple times. There were times she came to visit my family while like a few hours later went to go hang out with some of the girls in a John Tucker Must Die like mimosa night.
Oh my God.
Crazy. Okay.
Wait, did you ever say to her like, hey babe, any thoughts of maybe disbanding the FB group? Were you ever like, hey, this feels weird?
There were times certain things I would bring up because it was so funny and awkward. Other girls in the group would suggest like, hey, let's go throw eggs at his car. Let's go pour urine in his gas tank, stuff like that. Jesus. And she would come in saying, oh, let's do this instead while we're together. So like, because she's trying to help me, but also not to be too terrible.
Yeah, she's like, don't urinate in the gas tank. He has to take me to my doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Exactly.
You know, like
exactly.
I gotta.
Yeah, we gotta go visit.
I got places to
family.
go. Yeah.
Exactly. At one point, they're like, hey, I think he might be back visiting his family. Let's go check to see if his car's there. And then she'd be like, oh, actually, let's go to this bar instead. I think that might be more fun because my car was there. Or she'd text me like, hey, move your car a few blocks away so they don't see it.
This is the wildest call we have ever gotten. The details are exquisite. Okay, listen. Let's get back to what happened with the restraining order. So you break up with her.
Yes, I break up with her, and I was still in a whole whirlwind of emotions, feeling like a horrible person for the horrible things that I did. And I text her saying that I'm really depressed. And she said, hey, if you're ever like going through it, if there's ever an emergency, reach out to me. And then a few weeks later, I reach out like, hey, I'm at a really low point because of what I did. I just really need to talk to you. And she's like, no, this doesn't count. You're emotionally manipulating me. And then she starts having a bunch of stuff sent to my house. She has the police come by for a wellness check. And I'm done with her at that point. Months go by. At one point, she's an artist. She's a graphic illustrator. And I posted this piece of art on my Instagram that she thought was me doing an AI version of her art, but it wasn't. I had it commissioned by someone else, whole different design. And so she starts flooding my thing with comments. At this point, I'm done. I get a restraining order. It's sent. By the way, I don't know if you know this, with a restraining order in California, you have to have like a neutral third party serve the papers and stuff. That's all well and good. But when it comes time to renew a restraining order, you have to have someone physically serve it every time you want to renew it. I don't know about you, but if you have an ex you want to stay away from, do you keep up on where they live?
Right.
Maybe they've moved.
No.
Do you call up your friend and say, hey, I hope this person still lives here. Go just in case. My situation is one thing, but what about people where it's someone violent or abusive and say, hey, can you just go to this person's house and drop it off, please? Because I need to renew the restraining order that expires in a year. Anyway, so I had a restraining order for a year, got it renewed the next year. I've had 2 judges say like, oh yeah, you definitely need to keep away from this person. So I've been very valid. She lied multiple times in court, but I can't prove that. Saying like, oh, I never said those things. I never told him to kill himself. I never said any of that. And I would bring up text messages, but I couldn't bring up phone calls.
Oh
but
my God.
It's been quiet ever since the restraining order.
Now, I know chat was asking the question earlier, how long did you know about the Facebook group? How long were you aware of it?
The moment it was created. Because
how did you know?
She would send me screen caps of it.
Psycho. Oh my God. Oh my God. I want to study her.
Part of it was to torment, but also part of it was like, hey, so-and-so wants to know about this. And then she would send a screen cap. Or like someone would say like, oh, this girl in the group wants you to take down this one photo because you could see her arm in it. She doesn't want any photos associated with you. So can you please take that down? And I would acquiesce to all of it. But
she started a cult.
Since that I've been in therapy.
She basically started a cult. Oh my God.
She says that she disbanded the group. She said that in court. I don't know if it's true, but who knows? That's why
because she could have made it private. It's really hard to find groups on Facebook if they're not, if they're private.
I will say, did you learn the lesson of not cheating?
Yes. I've been in therapy ever since. Been working on myself. I've been avoiding relationships because I'm not a good partner to have right now.
Yeah, no, and
right now, the
you'll figure yourself out. But oh man, I don't want to I don't want to put the blame on a woman ever, but do you think she drove you to the cheating? Because she's a little bit crazy, it sounds like.
No, because I was doing it before I met her. This
Great,
is not
okay,
her fault.
Good. Just gonna say, like, this woman's going bouncing back and forth, emotionally manipulating you, telling you to harm yourself. I mean, like, there could have been a lot of reasons why you stepped out on her, but it sounds like you were doing this but long before.
Also, how long does a restraining order last that you have to redo? Like, how often do you have to redo it?
Is it a year?
So you can get an indefinite, like forever restraining order, but it's very hard to get.
Yeah.
It's extremely hard to get. It's very rare when it's even granted. There's got to be like murder involved or whatever. It's usually 1 to 5 years. At first, the judge was going to grant it for 2. She changed her mind, made it 1. And then when I did the renewal last year, I was asking for a few more years. They said, look, you're both young. You both live in the same town. Maybe this might disrupt some things. Can you agree to a year? I said, that's perfectly fine. I think at this point it's done. When it comes time to renew it, I'm just not going to renew it. Also, because I don't want to ask more friends, hey, can you show up to this person's house, please? And hope that she answers the door.
Yeah. The whole serving thing is very fucked. Wait, Zach, has she violated the restraining order at all?
No, thankfully, no.
Okay.
I'm happy for you. Oh, good question, Darkest of Lights. How old were you when this happened?
I was 29 when this happened.
Okay.
The learning years.
Yeah.
Oh, still old enough to
those
admit this.
learning years.
Oh, yeah. I'm really happy for you that you are moving on, that you've learned a lot. And I'm proud of you for getting therapy and for working on yourself.
Yes.
It seems like that's what you definitely need, especially after a situation like that.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's a wild time. I know someone in the UK, and you can serve restraining orders by email.
Yeah.
So we're very backwards as a country.
We're behind the times on a lot of things.
There's a couple of things about this country that we're a little backwards on. But thank you so much, Zach, for calling in.
Yeah, Zach. I mean, thank you for giving me the most thrilling call of my life.
Oh, God, it was great.
I'm sorry
that it happened to you.
I'll never forget the emotional roller coaster. I'm sorry it happened, but it sounds like you went through all the right steps quickly to ensure that, like, you wouldn't be physically harmed, and that's really good. But you definitely recognized that this is a person that is toxic. and
has problems.
Yeah.
One last thing I want to throw out there, just because I think it might make for a fun line. Let me know if any certain words are not allowed on air.
Please.
But at one point, she was the kind of person who, when she was mad, she would say anything she could to like make you feel horrible about yourself.
Yeah, she goes low.
And at one point, she said, "Don't talk to me, you faggot." And I said, "You can't say that." And she said, "I'm allowed to. I'm bi." And I said, "That's not how that works."
That is not how that works.
Can I get her info? I need to meet her. I need to meet this woman. She sounds like an absolute abject nightmare, and I need to meet her. She needs to be studied in a museum of mental health.
That's how it works.
There were good days. There were lots of great days, but the bad days were very bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
She called you the F word and said, "I'm allowed because I'm bi."
Yes.
Wow. And we're going to leave it at that.
I got the vapors.
I got the vapor. Oh, no, God. I got to get Jackie her smelling
vapors.
salts. Here. Jackie, come back to me. Come back to me, baby. Okay. She's back.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Zach. I wish you so much love.
I hope you meet the right partner for you, because it sounds like in the bedroom you're probably extremely talented, and I want you to have happiness and a monogamous relationship if that's what you want. If you want to be poly, be poly.
Be poly.
You know?
But we just got to talk about it.
Everyone's got to know about the poly.
Everybody got to know about it. But I do,
Zach.
Sultan of SWAT does say, as a bi woman, we don't claim her. So unclaimed territory out there.
She has been unclaimed by the bis.
So thank you so much, Zach, for calling in. Wow. Maui wowie. How you feeling about that one?
I'm on a high from it. I honestly feel like that call was that. Zach, like he brought us the tea, and then he knew the three crucial parts of the place where he would go boom, boom,
it was
boom,
great.
giving you more and more drama.
Great. God, I love it. Ooh.
Oh, and the Facebook group is so silly and stupid. But I'm in mom Facebook groups, and so I love the drama in a Facebook group. So this just hit me. This just tick, 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 ticked all my little boxes.
All of it. It's
all my
the
little
things
boxes.
That we love. We love. And in fact, earlier someone in chat said, "Did Kara and Jackie create this show just so they could hear everybody's gossip?" And you damn fucking right.
Yeah.
That's of
you
course.
Got it.
We love reality television. This is what we're doing here. I love your gossip.
Fucking got it.
Gossip. Thank you so much. Hello, how are you?
Hi, what's your name?
Bitch, but the story's not about me being a bitch. But this is Annie, aka ex-coding bunny.
Yes, welcome.
Hello, and I guess I have two questions. First of all, am I the bitch for wanting to give Zach my Instagram handle and just let him know
Zach's gonna meet his next girlfriend in the chat?
Zach, we in chat,
he's
Zach.
ready.
If we got any LA girlies that want to get on that Zach train, I think we maybe need to wait like 6 months to a year for the new and improved Zach. I don't know. I think we need Zach. We need post-therapy Zach.
All right.
Right?
Yeah. No, I'll stay back. Yeah. Okay, Zach, just 1 year.
I love you didn't even see a picture of Zach. You just that dick is so
that
good.
voice,
the
voice and that dick. Yeah, come on. Look, we're officiating the wedding. If Zach fucking meets the girl that he stays with, we officiate the wedding.
Please.
That actually was a box we made him check before he came on.
Yes, and we've both officiated weddings before, so
we don't even need to do anything. We are already signed up with the Church of Unitarian Love or whatever.
Like the healing process, it doesn't have to be like a long term. I could just help like the
you're down to be a rebound. I got it.
Yeah, down.
I got it.
Totally down.
I got it, Annie. I hear what you're saying.
Love this. All right, who's the bitch in your situation?
So the bitch is most likely my friend, but she is still a good friend.
Okay.
But this is when we were because the story about the wet bed reminded me of this. And so basically we lived in college together in a big house with a bunch of, stoners, basically. She's a very special person. She's like very artistic. And I like her. She's one of my best friends because she's so strange and artistic. But it did have some quirks. So we shared a bathroom in college, and we shared a shower. And one day I went to reach for my razor, and it was covered in blood and animal hair. And
whoa. How could you tell it was animal hair?
It was a bit more coarse than human hair. It was.
You act like you've touched all the pubes in the world, Annie.
Yeah, I've seen my way around a few pubes, and this is no pube.
They didn't feel like pubes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it's funny because I never talked to her about it because I didn't want to ask about it. Maybe I did think they were pubes. I don't know. But then she was telling me that she used our communal shower to shave and taxidermy dead animals. Yeah, she did like art projects. Like she's an artist, so she did taxidermy. But I didn't realize she was using our bathroom for the taxidermy
was
until
it
I found
roadkill?
out.
Where's she getting the animals? Is she killing the animals?
Well, at our university, we had like the biology department like knew that she did taxidermied art projects, so they would give her dead animals. And then I thought, oh, she's doing all these cool taxidermy projects in her studio, but she was doing them in our bathroom, and I didn't know until she used my leg razor to taxidermy the animal. So I guess like part of me is like, okay, yeah, she's the bitch for doing that. I have never brought up that it upset me. And this is sort of me. This is part of my therapy to talk to you guys. That,
okay.
She's my best friend, but we've never talked about, that it did kind of piss me off. She was using our shower as a taxidermy lab.
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'd say bloodletting in the old communal shower, not the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. How long ago was this? How many years ago?
Oh, this was probably 15 years ago
now.
Shit.
Okay, so it's been a long time. So you've never brought it up. Do you feel like you need to bring it up?
No, I feel like just saying it on this show, I feel like
this is why we're here.
Getting it out. We're
here.
Working.
You are
through
expelling your annoyance.
Yes.
And I just want Zach to know not all my friends are taxidermists, and I live a pretty normal life otherwise somewhat. So
Zach, she's ready for you.
Zach, let us know, Zach. But also, Panic Bhutan does say all of my bathroom shit would have went in my room. I would have definitely moved everything. But I'm very. So you never brought it up, but did you move the razor from the shower?
That's a good question. I feel like.
What'd you do? Switch out the blade, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it was a disposable razor.
Oh, God.
So,
don't use that to shave an animal.
That's what I was saying.
Well, let me ask you this. Were there other instances where you felt like your property was disrespected when you were living as roommates?
Oh, that's a good question. No, I don't think so.
So it sounds like this was like a one-off. She was like, oh, fuck, I started.
This dead cat.
I already slit its throat or whatever, and I've already started the bleeding process, and now I need to shave a bunch of it. I guess there's a Venus right here that belongs to Annie, and I'm just gonna get going with her Venus razor.
Yeah, exactly. A crime of convenience, and maybe the otter had very thick fur, so it needed that Venus, smooth soap solution to really lather it down.
That was back when those commercials were really big. Like, she's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. Everybody was into Venus.
Specifically, that the one that I found on the hair that I found on my razor was specifically dead otter hair.
Wait, Annie, how do you know that?
Oh, because she had told me that she had been taxiderming otters that week.
Wow. Like you do. Was she at least taxiderming them with their holding hands? Like, were they holding hands?
Oh.
Because that would be cute.
No, they were it was lots of bones involved. A lot of it was very goth. Very goth.
Look, I know you're like annoyed, but I gotta say the fact that you get to say one time in college or one time in my youth, I picked up my razor and there was otter hair and blood on it. That's just like a funny opening. I don't know if you're on Hinge or whatever. That's like funny. I think that's really good. She gave you kind of a piece of history for your life. Oh
my God, Panic Bhutan, you're right. She ought to know.
Yeah, she gave me like a good. She gave me like a good life story, a good Hinge opener, a good first date. So really, I should be thanking her.
Yeah, look at.
I mean, how cute would it be if they were holding hands?
So Annie, you guys still talk?
Good. Oh yeah,
they're still friends.
Literally my best friend. Like I talk to her all the time, every week.
And you've never in 15 years even brought up as a joke, like, oh my God, remember, like, wait, like, I don't know if you drink or not, but you've never been like a little bit buzzed and gone, remember the time that you used my razor to shave an otter, you crazy bitch?
Well, it's funny because it's like, it happened and I didn't bring it up. And then there comes that point where it's like, am I going to bring up that you shaved an otter in our shower, 5 years ago, and then it turns into 10 years.
And then, 5 years turns into 10, turns into 15, and you're like, I just got to call this random college show and fucking tell them.
That's when you do it. You give a really good speech.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, that's going in the wedding toast for sure.
I like that.
That's what you
for
say.
sure.
I'll have the wedding gift. 2 taxidermy otters.
Yes.
Oh
my God, please.
Because I bet anybody that knows her is like, I could see that. I could see her.
I bet that bitch would do that.
Yeah, she would Venus a fucking otter in the middle of a communal shower.
Well, and you brought up a good point because it wasn't that she was like a bad friend or like disrespect my stuff. She's just like such a creative person. I think she just like saw an otter, grabbed the razor, and just started going. And
she was caught up in the creative process.
I just will say I did used to live with someone that did taxidermy, and so I would find like roadkill corpses in the freezer, and I like she was always keeping, and so it's like that. And so I weirdly also have a situation of understanding what you went through.
Jackie, I've never felt closer to you. This is amazing.
I completely understand.
I can't say that I've had a run-in with a taxidermying roommate, and I feel left out here.
It sounds like you never lived in Florida, and it shows.
And this was the South. This was Virginia. So
Okay.
That'll get you. Yeah. This is the thing, and it is. I've taxidermied myself, Demon Liebernick. Where's the rat, Jackie? At home. I've done taxidermy myself.
You taxidermied a rat?
I took a class.
Everybody's taxidermy?
I cut it open. I had to rip out all of its insides. I skinned it. I made the whole thing.
I'm a vegetarian and I've never had a pet, so this is not for me.
Wait, what did you say? Excoding Bunny?
Oh, I just said you don't use Jeff's razor to taxidermy the.
No, and you've seen him. Can you imagine what his razor would be like? I mean, I ain't using that to shave my otters. I'm getting a clean razor for it.
I just didn't realize that taxidermying had gone mainstream. Like, I just didn't know. Like, you guys are all just doing this. And
you can take it like a pottery class now.
Yeah. And it's awesome.
Well, I'll probably be just as bad at that. Okay.
Thank you so much for calling in to tell us about this. I understand why.
This is so fun.
Yeah, dude. You are welcome to call in anytime. You are always welcome. We're going to be back in 2 weeks.
Dude, we've had so many bad roommates. We've had, you used my Pyrex bowls when I'm very gluten averse.
Oh, yes.
You taxidermied and used my Venus. You are fucking my boyfriend and you're in the Facebook group. I don't know.
That one takes a cake. That one takes a
gas tank.
How are girls pissing in gas tanks?
I guess you piss in a bottle and then you pour it
and then you go like
tank.
that?
Yeah, get a shiwi. I guess you'd have to get a shiwi.
You'd have to get a shiwi and shove it in there. Yeah.
And then you hop up there.
Or yeah, there's a lot of ideas.
Everybody's thinking about shaving otters now. Thank you so much for calling in and giving us
Listen, I feel like this has been the dream show. We've literally talked about shaved otters. We've had a John Tucker Must Die Facebook group.
Love this.
We've had wet bed. I mean, we're literally this is the dream. Let's not forget Chiz a million years ago with the fucking.
God, beautiful
She's in the room having a fuck fest around her. You guys all said that was like cucking. How is that like cucking?
I guess if you're
like cucking if you're not with the person.
I guess it's not. Is it still cucking if you're not in a relationship with the person?
No, you have to be in a
No, it's not.
relationship
Okay,
with
you
the
have to be in a
person.
relationship with the
The
person.
cucking
All right,
was
so it's not
incorrect.
cucking.
I just needed to circle back and tell
Incorrect.
everybody that they were using the words the wrong way. Listen, I would like to thank for the subs tonight: Wide Mouth Blind Cat, Lyra Cupcake, Hannah F Baby Slime Gang, Gibbon You Hell, Red Age Prop, Nava 4210, Kip It 100, Bun in the Coven, Thomas the Twerk Engine, Four Puffed, Stay Puffed.
You're doing great.
Bucky Lestard 187 and Baby Palpatine 69. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys
for the subs.
joining
We
us.
appreciate you
Thank
so
you
much.
For the subs. We love you guys.
You
Thank
know,
you
I'm
for joining us.
still grappling with what a sub is, but I appreciate you guys for giving them.
You're learning every
And I'm
time,
learning,
and I appreciate
you know?
that, Holden. Holden.